Hi, we're Jeff and Amy, and we're going to bring you along on our bus conversion into an RV. I am a professional firefighter here in Oregon, which allows Amy to be a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling our 2 high school teenagers.
Yeah, we have 3 kids. Our oldest, Jared, is grown out of the house, and then Evan is going to be a senior this year, and Madeline will be a junior.
A few years ago, I discovered Skoolies and very quickly became nearly obsessed with the idea of building a Skoolie. We already had a travel trailer, which we enjoyed traveling around, but as I learned more about Skoolies and we traveled more, and as our kids got bigger, we definitely saw a lot of limitations we had with a travel trailer, and really got excited about building something of our own. We love doing projects together, and so the idea of a big project like this was pretty exciting to think about.
Dutch.
After a couple years of research, last week we sold our travel trailer and bought a bus.
Yep.
We had a number of wants and needs for a bus that we were looking for to build our bus conversion on. Probably the biggest thing that we wanted to have the engine in the rear. We wanted it to be a mechanical engine with mechanical transmission, if we could find something like that on the market.
Yeah, we also wanted a 40-foot bus to give us as much space to build in as possible, and understorage underneath to give us a lot of storage, just to, I don't know, for whatever we could put in there.
Because that was kind of one of the biggest things we didn't like about our travel trailer is, before you start using it, it looks like it has a ton of storage.
Right.
But then you start putting things in the cupboards, and the cupboards are small. It's like they took everything you would want to have in a kitchen or in a trailer and just shrunk it by 50%.
It's super, like dollhouse size.
Yeah. So one of our big things in our bus is to not sacrifice comfort for space.
Well, and to not make everything so tiny that it doesn't have a natural use. We want regular size kitchen cabinets to actually put normal things that you'd use in a kitchen in the cabinet. So things like that.
And if we're going to put a shower in there, I didn't want to do a shower that was so small it wasn't usable. So
Right.
I'd rather would have sacrifice space somewhere else to make things that are big enough to be usable.
Definitely. Yep.
We found a number of buses on Craigslist through the years of research. And recently, as we start saying, all right, we're going to do this, we even looked at a few. We even contemplated a trip down to AAA Bus in Arizona to find the right bus.
Which sounded miserable at this time of year.
Yeah, so it's summer here in Oregon, but it's even more summer in Arizona.
Yes.
But as we were doing those plans and searching around, Kurt at Wolf Creek Motors gave me a call back and said that he had found a bus for us.
Yeah, so that was pretty exciting. We were actually leaving another place where we were looking at buses and trying to decide if we wanted to buy those buses when we got the call from Kurt. And so that was really cool. Kind of felt like a God thing, just like, here's your bus. And so we went and picked it up. It's north of Grants Pass?
Yep.
And so we loaded the kids up at 8 a.m. and headed down for an adventure to hopefully bring home a bus.
All right, we're off to Wolf Creek Motors to get our bus.
Yay!
Everyone's so excited. So it was a long day down there at Wolf Creek. Kurt really let us crawl all around this bus and find out what was wrong with it, what was good with it, and so we were able to make a really informed purchase down there. 200 miles away also sounded much better for a trip to get a bus than 1,200 miles away.
Definitely.
So let's introduce you to the bus. It is a 1994 Bluebird, 40 feet long, TC 2000. It has a 5.9 liter Cummins diesel engine with mechanical injection. It also has a mechanical MT 643 Allison transmission. All of those mechanicals are great because we can work on them ourselves without a lot of computer controls. It has understorage. It even has on-spot snow chains. So, this is a 1994 bus. It's got 220,000 miles on it, so there's going to be some things that need to be worked on, and that's something we knew buying the bus. Kurt was very open with the things that were wrong with it, and we found a couple other things wrong with it, but the price was right, and after we fix all those things, we still have a solid bus that is going to last, many, many miles more.
Yeah.
A couple of things that we know are wrong with it is it slips in first gear. So I'm going to have to dive into the transmission and see if that's an easy fix, but worst case, we can pick up a used transmission off eBay for about $1,000. So much cheaper than paying someone to rebuild it. You can get dyno tested transmissions on eBay fairly easily. These transmissions have been around for a long time, so there's plenty of them out there. And they're easy to work on. These are just a big, heavy bus transmission. So, also I think there's an issue with the hydraulic cooling fan. I've got to start diving in and diagnosing that a little bit more. And the check gauges light comes on, even though all the gauges seem to be within range. So I've got to find out if there's a separate sensor somewhere that doesn't go to the gauges that is causing the check gauges light to come on. But other than that, we drove it back from Durant's Pass. Drives 65, 70 miles an hour. It's got an RPM limiter on the governor of 2,500 RPM, but 65 miles an hour, pretty easy in this bus. Drives real nice.
Yeah.
All right, we are off to Wolf Creek Motors to get our bus.
Woohoo!
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Here we
I
go.
was making a gross face when I do it.
So we'll do it again.
Okay.
12 and 93, I'm sure it's a 94.
We'll say 94.
Yeah.
That goes with the year we got married.
That's true. No, we didn't. We got married in 97.
Okay, we graduated
Graduated from high school in 94.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, we're getting old.
Yeah.
All right.